I was actually able to start it one time today. Yay! So, last time we left, we were doing 100 Acre Woods. And I think we finished this. Alright. Let's just finish up the 100 Acre Woods as much as we've gotten so far. No, I did this. Okay, let's go. Did we think we did the swings? No, we did this. All right, let's go. How's everybody doing today? As always, you can catch my scheduling at facebook.com/crimson6062 PS4 gaming. Did I get the water gem? No. Here, let's go. So we want to save. Got the 100 Acre Woods. All right. So I think I just want to fly the gummy ship as much as I want to work drive this, but I want to kind of get through some more of the story plot. I don't know if I'm going to. I think the next stop is Halloween Town, and I love Halloween Town. The whole thing of just the one, I like the keyblade out of it. And I just like using skeleton. You know what's funny? In Kingdom Hearts 2, you get two side jacks in the party, Skeleton and Sparrow. Just in case you didn't know. So just to let you guys know, I've been changing up a couple of things. Just seeing what games I like to play on stream, which games I can actually tolerate, watching you guys watch me lose in it. We finished out Battleborn on Friday, at least the operations. And I don't know, I may just randomly jump on the stream and you guys may see some of the games, just some of my random gameplays. I'm thinking more that I want to play to my strengths of games. As you can see, I do a lot of, with this game in particular, a single player focused game. I do have a couple other games that I want to actually bring on. The Diablo. The Rise of the Necromancer. I know they were trying to do Diablo 2 in the Diablo engine. I don't think they've actually released that, but that would be wonderful if you bring back Diablo 2 in the Diablo 3 engine. I would love to do that. Although Diablo 3, for the most part, is Diablo 2. Just from the settings, you had one town, you had one desert, you had one effectively a spooky town. Just a little bit of levels remix. You go to hell and things of that nature. But I really want to see that. And I know I'm promising you guys this. I'm going to do a beginner mode when I get as many trophies as I need to. Try to at least platinum. Platinum this game. I don't know if I'm going to do it on the stream, if I'm going to release it as a video. I know I want to release the... I know I want to release all of the Battleborn operations as a video, all in one super cut. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want to do it.
Bravo, Jack! Bravo! Those ghosts will be a big hit at this year's Halloween.
Thank you, thank you.
So how's everybody live
still
going?
needs work. It's not scary enough.
Let me tell you something interesting that has been happening to me over the last couple of days. So, if you know Facebook, I know some people don't use it anymore now, but basically you get a lot of friend requests once you start, you get a lot of friend suggestions. So I just went ahead and actually followed the friend suggestion. And with me following the friend suggestion, what actually ended up happening is I just got a lot of friend requests from a lot of different people. Some of it, a lot of it is spam. And, you know, as soon as I figure out it's spam, I delete it. And some of it is actually not spam, but it's just really, it's really frustrating. I want to say, in some cases, an ambivert or false extrovert. What I mean by false extrovert, I mean that I can play the extrovert role. Can't talk. But I'm pretty much somebody who likes my privacy, likes my not being in a lot of crowd of people. And I realized that social media, you can really still be the way you are digitally social in the way you're, you know, in real life social. What do I mean by that? I mean that I can still be part of not a crowd, being not in being the social media, the way I use social media. And not that I am much of an asshole, but I kind of am. But I still find myself on social media taking pot shots at people. Not in the sense of you're stupid, just directly online, but I sit back and say some people are just not smart. And I find that translates to social, the way I use social media anyway. And it's kind of ironic. So it's just a little bit putting off. Now, fun thing today, I'm taking my daughter to the Taste of Chicago. It's the last day. We're actually going to be riding our bikes from a parking space down to the Taste.
Oh, I've got it.
That should be really fun.
Of course. The heartless need a heart. Doctor, do you think we can add a heart to that device?
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated.
Oh, and for the stream where I do just more
To make a heart,
straight through,
first take a
what I'm going
container
to
with
end
a
up
lock.
doing is just skipping the cutscenes. You've already watched cutscenes with me. You should be skipping the cutscenes, and this game gets extremely easy outside of proud mode. It's really easy not to die, even in the later parts.
My, that was amazing. And you are...
Sora.
Well done, Sora. I'd like you to be a part of this year's Halloween.
What's this
Come on,
Heartless
Jack.
doing here?
Oh, the Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me. So, the Doctor and I are trying to improve the guidance system. He's quite a genius. Okay, Doctor, let's continue. The ingredients for a heart. Pulse. Emotion.
Terror.
Fear.
So,
Hope
I don't know how
and
many
despair.
of you actually
Mix them all together, and we
actually
have a
follow
heart.
just outside news, world politics, and all that other good stuff. I'm gonna say this: we're screwed. Just in general, we're screwed. I was watching and reading the article that there is a large ice sheet that is actually set to break off from Antarctica.
Let's try
Yeah, we're
adding
screwed.
memory. Sally.
I've never understood why people say have faith.
Don't know why
And
I thought of creating her.
You having
Sally's
faith
got the memory
means
we
don't
need.
do anything.
See if you can track her
And
down.
No problem.
it's
Sora,
one of those
would you like
stories
to
that
come
you
along?
hear, one of those old,
Sure.
not old prophecies, or one of those old proverbs that you hear where having faith means diddly shit. For instance, the story of the man in the flood. And for those of you guys who don't know what that story is, it was a guy. He had news that a flood was coming to his area. So he had this grand vision that God will save me. He will reach down his hand from the heavens and save me. So when the guy's neighbor came down and says, "Hey, get in my truck. The flood is coming." It's like, no, God will save me.
Maybe our experiment triggered
So
something.
his neighbor said,
Everything will be
okay,
fine there. You
and
have
he
nothing to worry
drove
about.
on down the way. So the water started coming in, flowing. It filled up his home. He had to go sit on the roof. A couple people came by on the roof and says, "Hey, you look like you're in trouble." The guy says, "God will save me." The guy and them both like, okay. And so they left. Finally, the house is getting submerged. The roof is not a safe place anymore. Somebody in the helicopter comes by with a rope ladder and says, "Hey, you about to die." And the guy says, "No, I'm okay. God will save me." So, as you can guess, the guy dies, gets to heaven, says, "God, I believe in you. Why didn't you save me?" God tells him, "I sent a truck, boat, and a plane. I tried 3 times. What more would you want me to do?" And I feel that's the state of some people with their beliefs of how things will always work out, because God will save us. And those people, I say, yeah, go fuck yourselves. It's okay to have a belief. I am fully okay with you having your belief. But when you want to take no action because you feel taking action would invalidate your beliefs, then we have a problem. I was I was raised Christian, Baptist to be precise. But it's more and more time that I've, gotten older, looked at the totality of the things out in the world. I've become more of a deist. It's not that there is no God, it's just that in order for a quote-unquote just God, he can't play a part in bending the wheel of everybody to fit one group person. It's that old adage where it says the rain falls on the just and unjust. But I don't know. I'm off on a tangent where it's just it infuriates me where people have the ability to do something and just don't have the will. They don't have the desire. They can, but they mask it in. Oh, I'm taking it on faith. No. Don't take shit on faith. If you are given the tools to do it, here, I do one better for you. If God gave you the tools to do something, do it. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Alright, so by the way, these textures on these, just the regular shadows and Halloween towns are like wonderful.
This is it.
Oh, yay! Woohoo! All we had to do. Alright, I got some more AP. I need that. So the second part of why we're screwed. I'll stop for a second. The second part of why we're screwed. These wonderful people that we elect in Congress are trying to take health care away. Simply put, because it's definitely not a wonderful thing. So I don't know where people get that there should be no health care at all, or the system that
Zero.
helps people stay alive is meaningless. Or you get people that say, hey, we don't need any government intervention.
Everything's going great.
These are stupid people.
We're going to have the best Halloween ever. All we need now is your memory.
Memory?
I've been following this economist and a couple other people that I have actually watched it made so much sense in the world, and it partially is confirmation bias. I get that, but
once we give the heartless a heart,
we've had the French Revolution. The French Revolution, and of course it wasn't in America before people say stupid stuff. The French Revolution was that the poor people got tired of not having any food, and when that happened, when they got tired of not having any food, they came for the rich people. And when they came for the rich people did things like lost their head. Yeah.
Goofy!
That's what the French Revolution was about. And the apocryphal line of Marie Antoinette saying that let them eat cake, and it's apocryphal, they don't know exactly what was said, but the way the story goes is they were leading her off to the
You hear
gallows.
that?
Yeah, I sure did. A heart. What should we do?
And so she said, why are these people so mad?
Isn't it obvious? Tell
And
Oogie
somebody
Boogie.
responds, because they have no bread. And it goes that she says, why eat bread? Let them eat cake. Needless to say, as the story goes, she quickly lost her head. And it's just, the guy says the Hamptons are not a defendable position. You're so caught up in what your bubble is, when you realize that your bubble, we all have them. Your bubble, it may not be reality. You get a shock.
That bonehead Jack is really making a hard.
Now,
I'll
the Hamptons is in a defendable
works for
position,
me.
and you can have all the mercenaries that you want. Those
Those
mercenaries are going to have families. If you start pushing those families, you're not going to have mercenaries. You can say, oh, this and that will protect me, the police will protect me. Yeah, but you're trying to screw police unions. Okay, well, the people in the U.S., I've never advocated violent revolution. But people are like me, are kidding around now. And you think it's the nuts that's on, the right, or the people that's like, you're not going to come, the U.S. government is not going to take my guns. All it does is take one person that says, it's not necessarily government. There are two of it, of who are trying to oppress you, but it's not the government. That's when you get, and I get it, they built so much stuff in, like the Red Scare and the things of that nature. But when people start realizing that, maybe it's not the government, it's the people in government, and, maybe those people may not have my best interest in mind when they're trying to tell me to do stuff. I don't know, say like putting red light cameras and making those cameras go off earlier than what they need to, just so you can, quote unquote, protect the streets, where it's never been it's never been needed. You have a problem when people say, and I'm using Chicago examples because that's the small things that I know I can identify with, and I just got my ass kicked. Say you sell the parking meters to your friends. People don't like it. Or say you don't get snow off the ground in a year of an election. Yeah, people are not gonna like it. So, it's just one of those things where the quote-unquote smart people need to recognize that because of this wonderful thing that I'm on now, the internet, even dummies are getting smarter. I actually have a phrase. I have a phrase where I say, each village has its idiot, but they can talk to each other now, so they sound larger than what they really are. But those idiots are also learning facts. And yeah, it's going to be people that's going to just be stupid. There's going to be those people that thinks that lizard men are controlling the world. And hell, maybe lizard men are controlling the world, but we weren't doing any better. Like the golden age of the Puritan revolution, of the Puritan time, where it was just golden, or when Rome ruled the world, it was just wonderful. Hell, we had 2 world wars, and to be honest with you, before we had the world wars, we were still killing each other. I would say religiously, if it wasn't so ironic. So when has human history ever been wonderful and peaceful and kind? It hasn't. I really think that surprise, yeah, okay. I really think that I need to hope that we all end up being better someday. I need that hope, although I doubt it. Because we're all just chimps throwing feces at each other, for the most part. There are some of us that we just hurl insults at each other. Okay, yeah, I've got the timer now. Both of them are down? Oh, God.
This is it! Take that! Come on!
So, there's a couple movies that is coming out that I actually need to go see. Thankfully, I didn't have to go see the Toy Story movie with my 10-year-old. The Transformer movie, which I feel Michael Bay does not know how to do an old property for people that used to watch it. I think that they're more on the lines of people that says, hey, I knew this when I was a kid. Let me get my kid to watch it. And with that, it's like the different movies or the different movies that Michael Bay does are made for the first movie was made for parents to say, hey, I liked it. The rest of the movies were made to say, the first movie will say, this is your parents will recognize it, and with your parents recognizing it, let's take our kids to see the movie. In the second movies, third movies, whatever movies it was, to say, hey, these are really for kids. You're suckers for wanting to go see them from the first place, and we just really made them for kids. I think that's what a lot of Michael Bay movies were. I know that the movies that didn't do that on were actually pretty good. The Bad Boys, and ironically, I feel that the Bad Boys 2 was better than Bad Boys 1, even though they had a lot of overused cliches. It still was just it was bigger, brighter, but the chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence actually felt better in that one. It wasn't some contrived, fake person plot. No. Now, one of the other ones that I really enjoyed was the one with the bodybuilders. I forget what it was. That was amazing. That one was really amazing. That was one of the examples of where I think we fit Marky Mark in a good role. he was a stupid jock. They couldn't come up with a decent plan. And the Rockin' that was just, they literally were barbecuing fingers and hands. I feel like I'm under leveled, and I just don't want to do any grinding with you guys watching, but I think I'm gonna have to just get off and do some grinding. Ha ha ha, make the joke.
Take that!
Okay, so I see what's going on with that now. I think the reaction commands, the way they used to be, you didn't have to perfectly time it, you can just mash the button. And I think that's what's happening. After this world, I have to do a lance attack at hard dive. Yeah, I love the pumpkin keyblade. Is it the decisive pumpkin in this one? I think it's the decisive. No, is that the second one? I think that's the second one.
Take that! Come on! Sit! Come on! Come on!
I know right now and I do want to apologize, guys. I haven't been uploading to YouTube the video gameplay as quickly as I wanted to. I know that's something that, you know, I just did a massive upload to. My YouTube channel. Simply put, because it takes something. It takes a little bit of time. I actually want to put a little bit of a touch on once I load them up to YouTube. That's the only reason why I don't, as soon as I finish the stream, I don't just go ahead and upload it. I know I wanted to do that with my Smite videos. Just put a little bit more streaming up on them. Give you guys more consistency of actually watching my videos, because you guys help me out with watching my videos. But it's just one of those things where, you know, I try to deal with life. I want to actually get more of a
This time it's sure to work.
Video editing computer, because what I basically use now is just the PS4 share button or share button. This pillow's all right. Back to game. Oogie boogie.
We lost them.
Zero! After them, quick!
You're making pretty good progress. We're a third of the way through Halloween Town.
Come on!
I just love the texture models. It looks almost like cloth, the texture models on even these guys. And not just the bandages. If you actually take a look at this, the skin. Donald, you're a horrible meat shield. I don't know why I chose early Sunday morning to actually start streaming this game. I don't know, maybe it's just I'm up in the morning early anyway. Alright. That's what I wanted.
Come on! This is it!
I know, since it's Sunday morning, let's talk about one of my favorite shows. Yay! So, Dragon Ball Z Super. Woo woo. Now I know Dragon Ball has had some issues in general. I mean, from the first story, a girl is going to get the ultimate genie in the lamp to wish for strawberries. Then it was a pervy old man, and she wished for a boyfriend, and she got the ball from him by showing her. Okay, and then Z, out of nowhere, Goku became an alien. Okay. Yeah. So that's a thing. Where's that good thing at? Wait, what? Okay.
Come on!
And you know, the whole Dragon Ball Z, the whole Dragon Ball Super beginning animation where people forget that TV show does not equate movie budget, and movie budget doesn't mean that it's the whole shonen thing. Ironically, it's very ironic that it's the shonen thing, because basically what happens is you're gonna get horrible animation and reused animation because of the time frame. They're trying to get something out for you in a week, and these aren't people acting physically. No, they're drawing stuff. And so the animation, there were noticeable animation dips. There were just things that just did not look well in the show. But what kind of got me with the story, some of the story was just so rushed. And a lot of people, with the Tournament of Power or the Universe Survival arc, or whatever you want to call it, when it first started, a lot of people were just upset because the way the tournament was, it didn't go as fast as they wanted to go. There's a lot of character development, and that's one thing that Super is doing that Z didn't. The character development was just in the fighting, and how many times you punch somebody in the face and actually show how, you know, a character is grown. And it's just like now it's just so much character development in Super that it made you care, even though you knew what was going to happen. Super made you care about what was going on. And this last few episodes of Super have just been outstanding. Especially what happened last night. What happened last night where one universe got just obliterated, and fuck you on spoilers. If you hate about spoilers, you shouldn't be watching my video because I ramble. But man, that was just it was just the joyful glee of it. Like, oh, universes are gone, time to destroy them. The team is eliminated, time to destroy it. And it was just, it was like, time for playing is over, time to obliterate the playthings. And it was a sight to behold the way Toei just kind of like did that. And we all suspected that, hey, maybe ulterior motives behind this tournament. This tournament may be a setup for a bigger arc. And to be honest, the Future Trunks arc, if you look at it, was a setup for the Tournament of Power. It basically, how do we get 2 Omni Kings? How do we finish this with 2 Omni Kings? Well, let's have one Omni King destroy all reality. And, you know, that's my belief about it. We can never accuse Toriyama or his writing staff of thinking that far ahead, but yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that they're building something else up. And just the way it's like, oh yeah, here, here is. It was just one of those things where we're just like, oh yeah, you're dead. Your team is eliminated. Time to eliminate Universe 9. I can't lock onto this for anything. Okay.
See ya.
There we go. Your team is eliminated. Universe 9 is done. And the Omni Kings were just so happy about it. They were gleeful, and when you saw the angel give that little smirk in the end, it's just like, did you almost want them to die? It almost seems as if they wanted them to, the angel wanted them to go away. And that was kind of alarming, because these angels, it's one of those things where I always believe you always take care of the gatekeepers, because the gatekeepers always have more power than the king. The king should always trust his gatekeeper and give his gatekeeper autonomy to make smart decisions, because without a good gatekeeper, yeah, you're screwed as a king. It reminds me of the way, if you look at the concept of Thor, Heimdall, in the concept of Thor, Heimdall can see anything, anywhere, in any dimensions. Odin just gives him some of that power. Yeah, he's a prodigious warrior. He's a great warrior. But he is basically, you don't fuck with Heimdall. just like it just seems that you don't fuck with these angels because it just was. It was just one of those things where it's just, oh wow, that's. And the Omni Kings were just pleasant about it, like yay, yay, and they did the little joke where one holds up the opposite hand and the other one, and it's just like, dog, you just ended billions of people, and it's a game to you. And okay, you're a god, I get it, you're the king of everything, but you also just destroyed the god of destruction and the Kai, and it was nothing to you. Now, let's be honest, we all wanted Roll to die. No one liked Roll, and he didn't do anything to make people like him. And even Cedra actually seemed resigned to it, which was actually funny. He didn't freak out. He just says, "Okay, yeah, this is how this ends." But it was just and I know earlier in this video I said, you know, forget about God, but that's seems like that is the reason why I say that you really want to. The whole concept is Goku went to the king of the gods and says, "Hey, we should do something like that." That's why I always ask you, like, do you really want to get God involved in this? Like, yeah, let us stay to our own devices and let's try to figure out a way of bettering each other without getting God involved in this, because yeah, he may not have the same view on our small time pitiful existence than we do. Tomorrow is important to us because tomorrow is tomorrow. Fuck, tomorrow is tomorrow. And I know that sounds suspicious, like the Bears who are who we thought they are, but tomorrow is tomorrow. To a being that lives hundreds, thousands, billions, or millions of years, tomorrow is an hour. And that's the one thing that we can rebuild. So yeah, that was heavy. I'm running away to kind of keep myself alive.
Come on! Let's go!
Got a little bit of a stun out of him.
Heal! Heal!
I gotta pick up my game, and I know. Oh, one of my meat shields is back. Good job. Good job, Boo.
This is it!
Okay. I forget what that is. I know it's something. Nope, can't get it. So just go back up and get into this fight with Ubi. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super was just yesterday. It was one of those times where, and the action scenes, of course, the action scenes, and you know, it was okay, but that whole thing where it's just like, ouch. Like, yeah, this tournament is real, and I know people are saying that, oh, they survived past the end of Z and stuff like that, but Toei actually had a good way of building up characters. They had a way of building up characters, so characters that you like, even though you know the other people are gonna survive. It's like, you know, Universe 7 is gonna survive. But just the whole thing of it is like, damn. And it's okay. Universe 9 was a universe full of assholes. Even the Supreme Kai was an asshole, but you kind of feel bad for him. Just like, what about the people that weren't assholes in that universe? Wow. And it's kind of ironic that one of the ways somebody died is because Frieza intimidated him, and that was just so funny because he winged him, and once he winged him, he says, "I'm gonna make you my plaything for the duration of this match," and Frieza basically scared the shit out of him, which was ironic and sad all at the same time. And he eliminated himself. Looks like somebody's falling. That's the one thing about this part of the stage. I say stage, that's a shame. It's actually kind of, yeah, if they fall down, even if it's due to something that they did to themselves, they respawn until you have to kill them. That should fix it. Alright, good job. Okay, yeah, I know what happens, how that gets there. Oh, what I watched, speaking of new, quote-unquote, new generation stuff, I went back and caught up with Boruto. Fire! People actually kill me with the whole, the meme of Naruto and now in this case Boruto doing they say they do the talk no jutsu, and it's kind of insulting. It's really kind of insulting because it doesn't give credence to what the real story is. And I may want to actually do a kind of like a examination of the different things that I like about different parts of the series. For instance, with the original Naruto, if you actually look at the original Naruto, it's an examination of fathers' relationships with their sons, and it's kind of it's never a sense of, or I should say, it's a parent's relationship with their children. And what I mean by that is that if you look at the original Naruto, both the manga and 1 and 2 classic and Shippuden, and it always gets me that people say it gets me that it's 2 parts to Naruto, because Shippuden literally means Hurricane Chronicles, and the name puns in that series is just so ironic. How is your main character named Hurricane, or Hurricane Vortex? And I know Naruto comes from fish cakes.
Come on!
Is it one that knows that he is a wind element? But I digress. But they say he uses Talk No Jutsu. Dude, when has he not used the talking jutsu? Like, from the Land of Waves, the guy went crazy, and when Haku effectively talked him down, but he talked himself down, and people say, oh, it was more wearing two. Like, no, they've always used Talk No Jutsu, because it was after that battle, Zabuza gave his life up because Naruto used Talk No Jutsu. It's like, your words hurt worse than the knife wounds that I have inside of me. And it was true. Look at people bring up and the Chunin exam. It was what spurred Sasuke to action. It was Naruto's Talk No Jutsu. Like, fucking little kid, do I have to save you again? Like, why do I have to save you? Sasuke waking up after he's been bitten with the curse marks. Sakura used Talk No Jutsu. It's always been a part of the series. People say, well, the best fight in the series is Lee and Gaara. It's like, no, that was an interesting fight. And it shows people identify with it because they say, well, he works hard and he got ahead. And no. Rock Lee was never, ever a disadvantaged student. He never was. His skill was something mundane, but he worked quote unquote hard for that skill, but he was pre-declined to get that skill.
Fire!
He was always going to be that, well, he's a genius. Like, no, you're a genius too, dog. Don't sell yourself short for what somebody thinks only a genius means. That's just like it. Now, I know I'm gonna piss some people off when I say this. Naruto was a genius too. Well, he got in trouble. People thought he was a fool. No, he's incredibly smart, incredibly intuitive. That man is literally a fighting badass genius. It's just that he doesn't conform to what people subscribe to as a genius at that time. He didn't have the right tools. It's like what we teach in school. You know, some kids just don't apply themselves because they're not taught correctly. He learned at high level Joni technique in the matter of a couple of hours. that's a genius move. And so, you know, what else? What else with Naruto? He learned the next step is, and yeah, he got a little bit paralyzed with the fear of what happened when they first went to the land of waves. But it was, how do you face the first battle that you go in? It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be frightful. And the second battle that he goes in, actually facing somebody who's a quote-unquote elite, he comes up with a plan that, to be quite honest with you, is the same plan a Hokage would come up with, because that technique, and you saw it in the flashbacks, is a technique that, you know, the third came up with. It maybe just been animated, but he says, I'm using this distraction, and it was just an amazing plan. And he adds that into a part of his repertoire like it's nothing, because he uses the same plan on the two cronies that come up to attack the kid and his mother. And yeah, he does foolish shit, and it's not simply because he does foolish shit, but it's more of the lines of, he does foolish shit, and the foolish shit that he does do is, when he gets serious about a battle, when he gets serious about it, look at what happened with the Chunin exams, where he just had a natural ability to go past what people thought his limits were. When he fought Kiba, even though he was way restricted, and then they make mention to it that, you know, he shouldn't have been walking. That's what Jiraiya says when he releases the hold. It was okay. So what are we gonna do about it now? And he is able to focus his chakra enough to say, not even before that, he is able, with the restriction on his chakra and his well-being, he's able to trick other people to say he's constantly doing shadow clones, and he's replacing them, transforming them and shadow clones to replace his teammates that are getting rest. And he picks up the Uzumaki Barrage, which is basically a mixture of his clone technique and the Lion's Barrage, where he just wins it. And that's not a fool. That's the thing. It's like how they doubted Shikamaru because he was lazy. No, he just wasn't taught the way he needed to be taught to be effective. Going into the exams with Neji, of course, they showed how he's intelligent, because even with a minimal understanding of, you know, and I know I'm not, but even with the minimal understanding of the shadow clone jutsu, it was amazing that he was able to deceive, which was arguably one of the best dojutsu there is. It's never been. He's always been able to create his clones to a point where no one can tell which one was a clone. He always acted with his clone, and this is something that Boruto does too. So I would give him credit for that. He always had his clones. He was never one to send his clones to do the dirty work when he was going to be mixed in with his clones as well. And that's just amazing that that would be done like that. It's just amazing that. And people say that he struggled on something as a 12-year-old that people would take 30 to 40 years to master. And if you measure him by Sasuke, he was still pretty good. If you measure him by Kakashi, Kakashi was a Jonin at 6. Kakashi was also meant to be just a great ninja, and not because he was some stoic badass. Man, a stoic badass that failed multiple times made him a badass. And you know, that's the thing with it infuriates me that people will say this one person is not smart, this one person isn't this. I know a lot of people that in certain times would not be considered smart, but if you put them in a sense where they just excelled at what they're really good at, oh my gosh, they're not very lucky. Now, I myself, I'm intelligent. I hold facts like nothing. I can figure things out. Even when it comes to conventional things like school, I've always always been effective and good and stuff of that nature. I was just a little bit lazy. But woe be it to people that doubt the ability of people because it doesn't fit conventional. And when I say conventional, I mean what people think is normal. Because you get the wrong one. It's like saying Goku's not smart. Goku is fighting martial art genius. He learned the Kamehameha by watching it once, and it took Roshi 50 years to develop it. So, I don't know. I know it started off as a ramble of me talking about how I've been watching classic shows and going back and watching the quote-unquote next generation, which super falls into the quote-unquote next generation of a classic show. Simply put, because it's not the same show that Z was. I could have sworn I saw a, what's the name around here? Treasure chest. And it wasn't that one. Let me just go take care of these kids. Let's finish this Halloween town, get the decisive pumpkin, and I want to say, it may be the skeleton key. Now that I think about it, it may be the skeleton key.
See ya! Gotcha! See ya!
Really? Really? Wow, okay. know it's something around here. Okay, yeah, I think that's what it is. Wow, am I really that underleveled? Let's check my stats. It's so when I come here, okay. What level am I? I'm level 30. I usually was able to beat the game at level 30, even on the most difficult part. I know what it is. Okay. I know exactly what it is. What the problem comes where I'm actually, my level is good, but my equipment is horrible. And being that my equipment is so horrible, let me do something. Customize. Put that back to fire. Let me check some of my equipment in stock. Okay. Power up.
Fire!
Oh, wow. I just realized I have to do Atlantica. Oh my goodness. Alright. So let's finish this. That should help a lot.
See ya.
Is he stuck?
Fire!
Yeah, he respawned with full health. Yeah, I'll let you chase him, Goofy. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, I think I should just be playing with a little bit more patience than what I have. Because I'm trying to speed through it for you guys, but it's just really leading to me not being able to play it as I should be playing it with more caution. I keep forgetting it says crowd mode.
Heal.
All right, yeah, that's a little bit better. And I gotta probably get some more defensive items. Like I said, my equipment is crap right about now. Alright, so thought I was gonna have to climb all the way back up there for a second. Take it one step at a time.
See ya. Heal.
Good job. Good job.
Come on. Come on.
Get rid of at least one of them.
Fire.
Oh, you bastard. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Wasn't fun at all. All right, so how do we handle this? Hope they don't respond. Please tell me they respond.
Heal.
All right. Shoot. Where's the tub at? Please don't tell me they respond. Please don't tell me they respond. Oh, thank God.
Fire!
I did all that work for clearing them out, and if they would have responded, I would have been pissed. All right, let's go kill these evil little kids.
Come on!
You're gonna be some punish bro kill. Ah! No. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no.
Fire! Come on!
I'm running for it. That just pissed me off. Because I didn't realize Bambi, I can summon Bambi. And that's not what I needed to summon.
Get me straight!
Is it me? They hit pretty hard.
Fire!
I think I'm gonna just need to go in there, cast arrow, and then go to town. Yeah, can't walk right now. Sorry guys, have to keep going. If I can skip this cutscene, I would. It's the girl that's hitting me for so much. It's the girl that's hitting me for so much. Oh God, that's what's happening. So
See ya! Fire!
Let's go ahead and try to run through this. Need to put on arrow, and I kind of need some more defensive items, but we've already committed this far. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so this world will not break me. This world will not break me. This world is breaking me.
Let's go! Come on! Take that!
Let's see. Alright, so what I'm gonna actually do is this. Oh, I didn't realize my defense was so low. And because Donald is not helping at all, it kind of would require me to run back through here, but I don't care. Lock, stock, and barrel is whooping my ass. I'm gonna bring Jackie to my party.
Take that!
And Donald is doing nothing but just... I already got the Trinity mark. There we go. Let's see if we can go whoop their ass this way. Yeah, I'm completely under level. Okay, that's why I'm having such a hard time. And I guess I have been kind of storming through. Oh wow, my party is getting a whole lot better. Donald, you was holding me back, man.
Jack!
Thank you.
Let's see.
Thunder! Let's go! Here I go!
Yeah, I feel this will be a better outcome than what I was having before. A lot better outcome.
Fire! See ya! Ha! Take that! Heal! Come on! Heal!
Freak!
Here I come!
Come on! Sit! Take that!
Alright. Alright. Let's beat Lock, Stock, and Barrel, and that's where we're gonna leave off at, guys. Cause this is, yeah, I need to go level up. Jack is back there just whooping ass. Alright. Hopefully this turns out a lot better than it was. He has gravity. Thank you. Please get me out of combat. Thank you. All right. Let's do this. That's all it took. That's all it took. I'm pissed off at myself because that's all it took. All right. Do we have time for Oogie Boogie? We have time for Oogie Boogie. Come on. I feel so much better. Good. And I'll be right back, guys. I'm talking to the guy, to the fans. Wow, the desert better magician than Donald. Donald, you're gonna sit out whenever I need to.
See ya.
Almost finished with the guys. Forgot how you do it. Got that one. Alright, so let's go here. Oogie Boogie.
Come on.
Goofy learned second win. Where were you when I needed you then, Goofy? This is easily one of the easiest but boring boss fights in the game.
Want it? Well then, come on over and get it! Now, let's see if I can get their attention.
The waffles. Give me a minute.
This is it. Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
Nobody disrespects me. Nobody. Ironic. Did I catch him? No, I didn't catch him. Damn it. The great thing about him is he stun locks really easy.
Here!
Alright, we're almost finished with this, guys. Alright, come on, let's get into him, Jack. We're almost finished. And this is why I wish I had guard. Good job. Ooh, I'm glad I recognized that I was low on health because I was about to start charging.
Jack!
Come on, let's go, Jack. All right. good another one, maybe 2 rounds of that should actually kill him.
Heal. Heal.
All right, let's see if we can get him this time.
Jeff, you can do it. Goofy. Jeff.
Thank you.
Healing machine.
All right. No, 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 no. I hate that part. Okay, me and Jack. Come on, let's go. You gotta be kidding me.
Goofy.
Just one more hit. One more hit. Yes. Both of them. Finally. Guard. Yes. Finally, guard. And let's get our gravity. And then we'll be finished with this world. All right, so I guess I did miss some chests in there, but no worries.
Take that. Come on. Ha, ha. Come
All right, let's go for the next one. And this is really just trying to. I'll let my meat shields keep them busy, keep them occupied, while I go and kill the rest of the orbs.
Come on.
All right.
Come on. Here I go. Ha, ha. This is it. Ha, come on.
Should have like 2 more.
Here I
Heal!
No. We're almost done, guys. And my problem I thought was going to be Atlantica. Move, goof. Alright guys, we're almost done. I know I've been quiet because this game has actually started to piss me off. And it's pissing me off because I'm making stupid mistakes. Not that it's being unfair or things of that nature. And yeah, I probably should have put Jack in my heart as soon as I got to this world, seeing how under-leveled Donald was.
Let's go! Take that! Come on!
Alright.
Heal!
Should have probably 2 more.
Come on! Come on!
Alright, 1 more.
Jack!
And this should be the last one. What? Wait, what? Oh my freaking goodness. That close. I was a 4th of the way from the final orb from beating him. I'm watching it on my replay. So, yeah, because Twitch has a little bit of a delay. And a 4th of the way. A 4th of a way.
Take that! This is it! Take that!
Okay.
Come on! Come on!
There we go. And I know I missed one, guys.
Take that! Come on! Win!
Just cancel
Come on.
myself. That affected that.
Come on!
And if something gets reflected back, I know you have to have the higher level arrow still.
Heal! This should help. Take that! Heal! Heal!
I know I can do this. I know I can do this. Back at you. I'm not giving up until I do this. So I beat this part.
Huh?
Heal! Ha! Ha ha! This is it! Ha! Heal! Heal! Ha! Ha!
All right. So let's get this one. All right. We're gonna make it, guys. All I gotta do is just keep full health. Did I skip one? I think I skipped one.
Come on! Heal! Come on! Take that!
All right.
Heal! Deep freeze! Heal! Heal! Here I go! Take that! Take that! Heal!
All right. Where is it? Another one. It's somewhere.
Heal!
Where's the last one at? Swear to God, I thought I got that Trinity mark.
Come on! Take that! Take that! This is it!
This should be the last one.
Come on!
Yeah, got it. Phew. Good job, guys. I know I was trying there for a second, but I've got it. Phew. It was trying there for a second, but we got it.
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
All right.
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
And the pumpkin head, that's what it was. The pumpkin head. Yeah. Totally needed. Let's go ahead to save. And once we save, guys, we're gonna be done for today. I want to thank you guys for actually watching. Remember, you can visit me at facebook.com/Crimson60620 PS4 Gaming. Visit my YouTube channel at Crimson60620. And you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/Crimson60620 PS4 Gaming. You enjoy the rest of your weekend, and you guys have a good night.